The English language is so great. Did you know there's a definition for the prefix re? It's back or again. So are the Rangers going back, or will they do it again? Is it rebuild, reload, remake, relapse? Let's talk about it next. It's the DLLS Rangers podcast. Yeah, the overhaul is underway, really. It's begun, and there has been a lot of overhauling, but as we mentioned yesterday on the show, there is a lot of overhauling yet to do. Hi, welcome into the DLLS Sports Studios. It's the DLLS Rangers podcast. John Radigan, Jeff Wilson, the cat, the queen is here today, and we want to remind you that you still have time to give the gift of sports fandom. Even if you give it to yourself, give that gift. You can't beat this price. It's $26 to be a diehard, and you get the free T-shirt as you become a diehard, and it is 67% off. So do that today. It's the best day you can possibly do it, and if you've already done it for yourself, do it for a friend or a loved one, and they will greatly appreciate it. I promise you, it's the gift that keeps on giving, and it will give all year long. Also, speaking of giving, today is Giving Day for us, as you see in the corner of the screen if you're watching along on YouTube. And here are our fundraising goals. So if this show raises $100, is it a minute, Jeff? Are we going to try to do the capitals in a minute? No, because I'm going to.
You have to read them.
I got to read them. So it might not be a minute, but we're going to. Jeff thinks he can name all of the state capitals. I'll have a list, or probably just have it on my computer, and I'll just throw out states randomly and see if Jeff knows all the state capitals. If you get us to $200 today, I will endure the horror of eating 3 nasty Pop-Tarts with nothing to drink, Jeff. Now, we've established on this show before, I think Pop-Tarts are the most overrated food in America, and they're dry, and they don't have enough filling, and they don't have enough frosting. But for you and for the kids at Big Brothers and Big Sisters, I'll eat 3 of them with nothing to drink. No milk, nothing. Okay? Get to $300, Jeff.
Yeah.
You're going running, brother.
That's right. I'm going to run from our studio to American Airlines Center and back in the span of one segment.
Have we mentioned our studios in Fort Worth? No, it's not.
Oh, my.
Oh, my gosh. Ben's going to get Pop-Tarts. You're running. I guess not today. You don't.
I'm not going to run today. Yeah.
We'll try to do the state capitol thing today.
I'm not going to run Thursday. It's supposed to be cold Thursday.
Is it?
I could run tomorrow.
Maybe we'll have you run tomorrow. Well, look at there. Now, how about that? Thank you, all of you, for giving already. We've already hit the $300 threshold. I got to eat those dang Pop-Tarts. $400, and we're each going to eat a Wild Fork Foods pizza. They have frozen pizza. We haven't tried it yet, but everything they have is fantastic. So that would be another day, too. But Wild Fork will hook us up, and we'll each get a pizza and see if we can each eat a pizza in 30 minutes. Jeff, you believe, like, done deal, no problem.
I mean, I could eat a large pizza from anywhere in 30 minutes.
You could.
No questions.
I'm not positive I can eat a whole pizza. So this will be a challenge, and you might actually see me hork on TV or YouTube or whatever we call this. But anyway, we're going to do that. And then for $500, remember last year I wrote a poem at Christmas time about all of our people here at DLLS, and I've actually been doing this for years. I have the gift. I can write poetry. I usually take an old poem and write to it, so 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I've written, remakes, my own version. I will write a personalized family version for you. We'll get together and figure out what your family is all about and what you would want me to include, and I'll write a personalized "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" for you, for your family, if you get to $500. So anyway, that's the challenge right now. Apparently, we've already surpassed 3 of them, so thank you very much. Okay, we're going to do the state capitals, and we're going to figure out
tomorrow.
A day he's going to run.
Tomorrow.
And if
well, no, we got to talk about logistics because, like,
you're going to call in?
Yeah, I think I'll have the eCam button ready to go, but I'll do it on we got to find a way to mount it so that you can see.
Yeah, do we
running.
have it? Do we have one of those GoPros? We don't. Okay, no GoPro.
And then have Ben
and maybe
downstairs.
Ben and
we
Abs,
could have Abby stationed at the AAC, so I can give her a high five or something.
Yeah,
and then turn around and haul
come
us back.
And I'll be sitting there calling the play-by-play and struggling. I promise you. So it's good. We'll have a fun time doing that. I don't know if Ben will get back with the Pop-Tarts, but
he says it's happening today.
Yeah, if he does. Yeah, if he does, we're God Almighty! I can't believe I have to eat those things. No, I don't. Gallagher Champ says I think he actually likes Pop-Tarts. I promise you, I'm going to be choking them things down. The pizza thing I like. I just don't know that I can eat a full one. Jeff's 100% sure he can.
No questions asked.
And so get us up to 400, and we'll do that one, and then we can work on the poem after that. Anyway, thank you. Oh, we killed half a segment doing this, though. We got to get to baseball. So convince me, Jeff, when I look at this roster and I see there are basically 6 players on the roster now who were active for the World Series in 2023. Now, Ezekiel Duran is on the 40-man, but he wasn't active for the World Series.
They activated him.
Did they?
Yeah, I thought he got activated for the last 2 games.
Okay, maybe he did. Oh, yeah, once Adolis got hurt, maybe. So fine. Okay, so then there's 7. And then if you count the first base coach, there's 8, but he's not really playing now. So there's only 7 guys left from a World Series team 2 years later. And so I know, Chris Young has been, staunch in convincing us, and obviously in convincing Brandon Nimmo, that this is not a rebuild. So remind me of those things he said again. Yeah. It feels like
it's. He said, all right, less money, new manager, tough decisions.
Yeah.
It's not going younger.
Right.
It's not a rebuild. Nobody's using that word. And, you see, though, these departures from just 2 years ago.
Right.
Of course, they didn't all happen this offseason. That part of this is the nature of the game.
Attrition. Yes.
And I think after the World Series, when I still had my own website, I basically, the day of the parade, everybody was together and is happy, but is like, that was the last time that group was ever going to be together.
Right.
Maybe barring some reunion in 2020 or 2033, but it's just the way baseball go. And so you have the attrition, as you say, but like last year's bullpen, I mean, there's like none of these guys were off the top of my head, none of them were on the World Series roster.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And so it's like there's 8. Okay, so that's a third of your roster, and then you're looking behind the plate. Yeah, Jonah was there, but Hedges had moved on, Garver had moved on after 23. Yeah, so I mean, but this much turnover that fast seems a little shocking and like an overhaul. It's an overhaul, like the thumbnail said. This is an overhaul, and it started in the dugout. Pitching coach isn't back. First base coach isn't back. The catching coach isn't back. The hitting coach to end the season and to start the season last year not back.
Yeah.
So I mean that's 5 coaches. Then you're talking about all those free agent relievers. Talking about the Simeon trade. You're talking about John Gray maybe retiring. Chris Martin maybe retiring. It's just a lot.
It's really a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of talent gone, a lot of just memories, right, for all of us gone. And so, but let's work with the ideas that Chris Young and Ross Fenstermaker are putting out there, and obviously selling them. He hates that word, but selling them pretty well to the likes of Brandon Nimmo, because it convinced Nimmo to waive his no trade clause. And let's say it's a reload. Well, the obvious reason I believe that you can say that, Jeff, is that you've got two. You can't count Leiter, so we'll just count the two pitchers who were here, and we've said it a million times. Jacob deGrom wasn't here for the playoff run, but he won 6 games, or the Rangers won 6 games that he pitched in.
Right.
So they don't win the World Series without him. They
100%. Certainly
don't win it without Nathan Eovaldi.
Right.
So when you start there, and again, Chris Young is pitching. So when you start there, I feel like maybe that's where he's thinking we are reworking a lot of things offensively, but it's not a rebuild because we're starting with 2 Cy Young award-worthy pitchers.
Yeah, and the World Series MVP is also on the roster, although not a pitcher.
That's right.
But yeah, you have two guys who, at times are dominant last year. A guy DeGrom who everybody thought, oh man, he's going to make 20, 25 starts. Be lucky to get that. He makes 30. He's going to be stronger in theory for this season. Eovaldi, everything it turns out he was dealing with, including another hernia. For a Rangers player, but he's going to be ready to go. So it's exactly right. That's where you start, and then you throw in Jack Leiter, who I don't want to anoint him like a number 3 starter yet, but
he flashed though.
He showed it at times. So you feel good about 60% of your rotation. The other 40%, well, you have options. You have internal options. Which would keep the price down. You need one starter at least though from externally, because you can never have enough pitching. And the Rangers ran out of pitching depth in spring training,
right,
when Bradford and Gray were injured. So you gotta get at least one. And we talked about it yesterday. Who could it be? Could it be Merrill Kelly and Tyler Mahle? Could it be Cody Ponce
or Ponce, however they say it?
Yeah. Cody P from Korea, Anthony K from Japan. There are a lot of guys out there, but you need to have a guy who's good, and,
right.
and as good as Patrick Corbin was early, he did kind of peter out a little bit late, but maybe he's still on the radar too because he liked it here. The Rangers gave him a lifeline, and keep in mind too that Bradford's supposed to be back in May in theory. I would add a couple weeks to that and get him back by June. I would think. Latz, I love Jake Latz.
Yes,
everybody knows it. I'm team Jake, and hope that he gets into the rotation somehow. So I mean they have, and then there's Kumar Rocker, who will not be on the opening day roster. He better not be. He's only pitched 2 innings since the retool of his delivery and everything. He needs more than spring training to be all ready to go. So I would expect that he might be an option come May.
Okay.
But you need 5 to start the season, right?
Right.
And you're going to start on the road in Philadelphia. You want to get on. They're good. I don't know if you've heard that. Philadelphia's pretty
good. Yeah.
So you're going to need to get pitch well to get off to a good start and all of that jazz. You want to front load that rotation, and hopefully 5 solid guys that you don't have any questions about. You feel so great about. Of course, it's going to change, injuries, everything like that. That's why you need to have these guys who, whether it's Latz, if he doesn't make the rotation, pitching, a couple times a week, 3 innings at a pop, keep him kind of stretched out for when a starter is needed. You get, like I said, you get Bradford back. Maybe Rocker's useful at some point early in the season. So there are options there, but you want to have a sure thing. You want to have at least 4 sure things in your rotation.
You absolutely need at least 4, right? And you'd like to have 5. But again, last year they had 4, and then 2 guys got hurt. They had 5, really.
Oh, yeah.
And then 2 guys got hurt.
Going into with 2 weeks left in spring training, going into that first of the last 2 weeks, everybody felt great about the rotation.
Yeah.
Bradford and Gray were kicking butt.
Yeah.
And then within the matter of days, they were done.
Yeah. John Gray took a ball off the wrist. Cody Bradford ultimately needed a procedure that wasn't Tommy John. It was the internal brace. I mean, he had the.
But it's a hefty procedure.
Yes, it's a very serious procedure.
But anyway, Uncle Ted, I like that you guys are throwing out starters.
Yeah,
and we'll get to them in a minute, but we gotta sell some stuff.
Yeah, let's sell a few things here as we continue. We'll get to more of your thoughts and ours too on the DLLS Rangers podcast. So the storms came and went, but the damage they left behind lingers. It stays until you get it fixed. And if you did have hail damage, roof hail damage at your house, I'll tell you who to call. Qualis Roofing. They're our partners. They're one of the reasons we're here, because they are sponsoring this program so that we can tell you how great they are. And they really are. We trust them. They can do residential or commercial. They're not one of these fly-by-night places that comes around begging for your business. They want you to call them so that they can give you a great job. They can put a new roof on your house that you can trust and believe in. Call them for an inspection of the roof. And just by doing that, you get a free DLLS t-shirt. Or if you decide to get your roof with them, you get a Traeger grill or a Traeger smoker or a Blackstone grill for free. It's QualisGC.com, or give them a call at 817-500-9008.
And this episode is brought to you by our friends at Prize Picks. I told everybody yesterday that I'd been kind of down in the dumps and I was going to rally. And here's how I did it last night. I hit a 6-player $15 lineup.
No way.
And won $315.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that easy. But I would have never made a $3 or a $15 lineup. They have what's called a protected lineup.
Oh, nice.
Occasionally, they'll just say, hey, here's 15, 5, 10 free lineup, and go ahead. If you lose, you get your money back.
Wow.
And guess what? I didn't lose, baby.
Wow.
So thanks to the 6 NBA players who achieved what I needed them to achieve, or in one case, didn't achieve. But look, PrizePicks is fantastic. So prizepicks.com/DLS. You place a $5 lineup, and you'll get $50 in lineups for free.
Stand by to see if Jeff can name all the state capitals and if I can somehow choke down Pop-Tarts, and 3 of them, and with nothing to drink.
You need to ask me the capitals while eating the Pop-Tarts.
Oh, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Could get kind of gross. I feel bad for my keyboard. And here's the problem. It's not like there's a big grocery store around us. You know, Ben's going to go up to the little 5 and dime here and get me like Pop Turds or something, right? There. Okay, good. I was going to say they'll be Pop Turds,
like
the off brand of the Pop Tart, you know, Pop Tots or something. You know,
there was a gimmick in Cheers where Norm would go to like this discount steakhouse or whatever, and he said, "Oh yeah, 24-ounce USDA prime beef, not beef, beef."
Yeah. I watched the Thanksgiving Cheers when they all went and had the food fight.
Yeah, that's a good
the
one.
other day.
Yeah,
that's a Diane's in that pilgrim outfit. It's so funny. Oh, I love Cheers. All right, more coming up. Let's talk this through a little bit here, and the idea of Zach Gallen and the thought I think Uncle Ted threw out there, 3 for 55. You know, I mean, it's all great. Like that's great, but can they afford that? I mean, can you imagine when you now push Jack Leiter to your 4th start? Right. Great. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. You know, and I haven't done the research, so this is just
top of your head
probably
stuff.
just me I could be completely wrong, but it always seems like these preseason projections or these pre-off-season projections on the price of starting pitchers are about 20 to 50% low. It always seems like
they
at
always
some
go
point
higher.
in the starting pitching market, teams get desperate and boom, they just decide to grab and pay a little extra, supply and demand and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, because weren't we thinking that they could do a deal last year with Evo for 3 for $60,
right?
And it ended up being 3 for $75,
right?
Yeah.
And what was that? That's 20% higher. And so I think I do like Gallen 100%. He pitched well in the second half. He's a really, really good pitcher. That would be fantastic. And again, 3 for 55. That's a great value.
Yes.
If that's what it ends up at. And that's ultimately what these decisions come down to. Within the budget, yes, but is it a good value? Is it a good value? And that's, if it's a good value, then they can go to ownership and say, hey, look, we can get this guy for this. Yes, we'll go, from the 210 mark to 220 million. But my God, this guy at this price for 3 years, here are the numbers and what we can expect, and sell him that way. And hopefully that's something that happens.
Yeah, and it's also this sort of slippery slope in a way to overstock the starting rotation, because look, it was the best starting rotation in all of baseball. It was the best pitching staff in all of baseball last year, and it was a 500 team. So before you start spending, I don't want to say that's big money. 3 for 55 for Zach Gallen in today's baseball world, it's not big money.
Right.
But is it money because you're on a budget and everything else that you need to allocate back to the offense and those people that can help you in that regard? They're trying. They're changing the philosophy. They've already changed out players who don't fit that philosophy, at least not in their eyes. So, but they still need more. And so I'm almost like inclined to say, let's get that first. And somebody just in the chat now said they got to do a bullpen before they do anything with the starting pitching. And I don't disagree with that. I think it's a greater priority. Catcher, as we said yesterday, catcher's probably number 1.
Yeah.
I think bullpen's number 2. You had it like down at 4 because, and I get it, because, you can just grab guys, hate to say it, but off the scrap heap, right? Like they did last year.
Right.
And they can cobble together a good bullpen. But anyway, I think it's 2, and then 3 is probably second base. And then, if you're lucky and if everything goes great, also another bat. But maybe the second baseman can be that right-handed stick. Who knows? We got to see who you get.
Yeah. And again, I'm 100% on board with like the importance of a bullpen and how great it needs to be. I just don't know that the Rangers are
they may not be with us on that. Yeah.
And it was pointed out Williams signed with the Mets for 3 and 45, and it might be like 3 and 51.
Yeah, there's some
bonuses
reports
and
about
stuff
bonuses
like
and
that.
stuff to get it over.
So I had said yesterday, I even wrote this. He's like a wide range. It's like 1 and 10 bounce back or 3 and 45. Well, he got that. Helsley getting $14 million a year. Somebody else, another closer had signed. You're looking at these closers and you're like, these Rangers aren't going to do that. And so there are some guys out there like Pete Fairbanks. What's Pete Fairbanks going to get?
He's going to get money. He was 27 saves last year.
Yeah.
It was the highest career number he's had of saves with the Rays last year.
Right.
So,
Emilio Pagan, he's been around forever, had a great season for the Reds. What is he going to get?
Right.
1 year and 1 and 14. That's kind of like Kenley Jansen signed last year late for 1 and 13. That just kind of seems to be like
it's kind of the standard now.
And
Kyle Finnegan's out there too.
He was 6 or a little under 7 last year. Who am I thinking of?
Robert Suarez is out there.
Suarez is out there, but you look at Sport Track and the way they value him. That's a big number. I can't think of his name. The Royals closer. He got 2 and 22. He doesn't strike out a lot of guys, but he saves a lot of ball games. And if that's a barometer, but I just don't think they'll spend $10 million on one reliever.
They never have, right? I mean,
Joe Nathan was like 7.5.
Yeah,
but that
which was
with
probably,
inflation.
In those days, it was probably 10.
But he was coming off of Tommy John, so he had kind of a question about him, some risk. And then you go to these other guys who have closed, like Jordan Romano. It's like, I don't want to do that. He had like a 6 ERA, I think, last year. So, it's I just don't see any of these guys that you have on your list and that are available, including Jansen. I just don't see them in a Rangers uniform.
So, in other words, you don't see the Rangers having an established closer.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
They aren't going to have an established closer. Now, I will say one of the differences between this year and last year, I think, is like they toyed with, and we'll see how he comes out of a rough season, but they toyed with possibly having Teodo make the club out of spring training last year, right? So depending on how he does in the winter and what he does in spring training, he's a year closer technically. Now I know his year was a bit of a setback, but also injury plagued.
Yeah, he's not an option now. Mark Church isn't an option now. If you're looking internal for an option, there's Garcia who did do it last year, right? Yep. With mixed results, but he's done it. All right. Cole Winn showed a lot. He's got some stuff, but do you want to throw him in there?
Right.
I don't know. Ethan says, I don't want Armstrong as closer at all. I don't disagree with you, but I don't think I want him back.
I'd like him back, but they're going to have to go 2 years with him, I think. If Phil Maton got 2 for 14 and a half, I think Sean Armstrong's going to get more than that. Or it's out there.
We kind of compared the numbers, and you look at them, and they're very, very similar seasons. Armstrong pitched more. I think he struck out fewer guys. I think Maton had the higher strikeout rate, gave up 2 fewer home runs than Armstrong did. They were very similar. But you look at what Armstrong did specifically against right-handed batters. I think that makes him kind of a guy to at least be a specialty guy, a specialty right-hander. Now, he wasn't terrible against left-handers, but he was so good against right-handers. Teams are going to see that, I would think that the Red Sox, as an example given, would want a really good right-handed pitcher.
Sure.
Or against right-handers with that damn wall sticking out there.
Yep.
So anyway, see some names in there. Danny Coulombe, Uncle Ted, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. Kirby Yates, 1-7 if Yates even wants to pitch.
Right, that's the thing, and that's a risky one. Obviously it was risky in 24 as well.
Yeah.
So, but it seems like it's even more of a risk. He's 2 years older, and he had a bad year, right, last year. So, can you afford in a budget year to just sort of throw $7 million at the guy? We're not talking about $1 million. We're talking about $7 million. That's a significant chunk of change.
Yeah, and somebody's saying $10 million that they saw our guy Evan Grant over there at the Morning News saying that there was a point during the last conference call with Chris Young where Nimmo plus the $5 million the Mets threw in freed up $10.5 million, and Kevin Sherrington, also from the Morning News, asked, does that allow you to get another bullpen arm, or how are you going to use that money? And Chris Young said, well, last year we basically put our bullpen together for $10 million.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what the reference is. The Rangers have more than $10 million to spend.
They do.
Yeah, they do. And you're going to see that as things start to unfold here. But $10 million on a bullpen, you laugh, but it's like Sean Armstrong signed for and Jacob Webb both signed for $1.25 million.
Right.
All right, so that's 2.5.
Homie
Miller was like 2.4.
2.4. Okay.
So that's 3 guys for $5 million.
Yeah.
Okay, then Chris Martin came in at the 5 or 5.5. So there's 10.5, and then they signed Luke Jackson for $1 million. So that's $11.5 million that they signed 5 guys for. The closer by committee, I get it. I don't like it either.
I'm tired of it too, big time.
But
big time.
You got to do what you got to do.
They have, in fairness to them, over the years, they've definitely tried since Joe Nathan, right? Joe Nathan's the last true closer, and they keep trying to fit somebody into that role.
Yeah.
But everybody just keeps spitting the bit.
Or
right?
they have one good year, and then it's, and some of that is, and it's not as much a problem anymore. We got to go to break here in a second. But like when you played your division opponent 19 times, they got pretty used to that closer.
Right.
So unless you were absolutely 100, unless you were Mariano Rivera, you're going to get touched up.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean Tollison, who we love, was not Mariano Rivera.
No.
And so he lasted 1 season and a month. And then Sam Dyson had a great year, and then the next year,
nothing.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
It's a very, very tough position, and the established guys are clearly worth a lot of money, as the market is telling us this year, and kind of has for a couple years in a row. More coming, though, as we talk a little bit more about this team, and is a team what its record says it is. We'll do it next. It's the DLLS Rangers podcast.
Hey, look, I know you guys have heard it for several days now, but this is probably the last day, right? And why wait? Give the gift of fandom a diehard membership. We saw our man Misty / Leon do it yesterday. Gave some people in the chat some memberships. It's $26. All right, that's it. You get the free shirt, you get the merch discounts, access to all of our stuff that's behind the paywall. You get early. Did I say early access? Well, if I didn't, by God, you get early access to events. So and $26, 67% off. It's $2 and I don't know, 20 cents, 30 cents.
Yeah.
$2.30 a month. All right. That's nothing. So let's do it. And you guys can all, there's, you don't have to ask Grok what's in the story. You don't have to ask AI what's in the story.
Nope.
Because you get to just go and read the damn thing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a no-brainer. It really is. And also a no-brainer is the free one that just gives you the headline. It gives you the tidbit and entices you, right? It whets your appetite to make sure you go read all of our full stories. But each day we have a newsletter, a DLLS newsletter that comes out each and every day. It's written by one of our Cowboys writers, Ali, and he does a great job. It's always fun, and it's always informative. And those are the two things we really want in anything we consume, right, and read. So fun and information are fantastic combinations. And so all you have to do to be a subscriber to our newsletter is go to our webpage, alldlls.com, and then scroll down to the bottom. You'll find a box that says, you want to be you receive our newsletter? Yeah, I do. Click on it, and then enter your email. And every day to your email, you will get it. And you'll also get little things like, we've had days when there's 2 newsletters. When there's breaking news, Ali will jump in and let you know, hey, breaking news, the Rangers traded Marcus Semien, so get on over because, DLLS Rangers are doing a podcast, an emergency pod, that type of thing. That'll show up in your inbox, too. Be a newsletter subscriber today. You will not. There's nothing to regret.
Nothing.
So you won't regret it. Bill Parcells said a team is what it is. He got here to the Cowboys. I think they had 3 straight 5-11 seasons, Jeff.
Yeah, okay.
And everyone was like, well, what is this team? He says, hey, a team's what their record says they are, okay? And it's so logical, right? Like, oh, we needed the soothsayer Bill Parcells to tell us that, right? But it's when you think about it, it's so true. And then, of course, the challenge is, especially like in this case of Parcells, he was trying to turn something around. So now it's Skip Schumacher trying to turn something around, which is an 81-81 team.
Here
Is
Pop-Tarts.
this? Oh, he got them. Are they Pop Turds? Nope, they're Pop Tarts. Okay, good. Oh, I'll be ready. Ben's warning me over here. The skipper.
You want them warmed up?
Nope, I don't think that yet. I got to go now. Look at. Are we waiting?
Can you
This
do
right.
it?
This right here. That is the worst one, and I'm telling you. I was about to say,
which one is it? Cardboard?
I don't know. It's cardboard. They're all cardboard. This one, it might be okay. It probably doesn't have a dang bit of filling. This will be the easiest one to eat. It's got some sort of strawberry stuff on there. But anyway, all right. So we're doing that in the fourth segment, Kat. Is that the deal? Yeah. We're gonna try to combo the capital, the naming of the capitals with me choking on these nasty Pop-Tarts. So I don't know how anybody thinks that's a good piece of food. It's just awful.
The kids love them. The kids love them.
Yeah, kids love them. I hate them. All right, here we go. Where were we? Yeah, so is this an 81-81 team? I mean, when you start with, again, as we went earlier in the show, you start with the starting pitching that this team's going to have, and they may have more. Obviously, they should be better than that. They should have been better last year. They should have been better in 2024. So is this sort of a mirage of 81-81? Or is it an 81-81 team?
And that's kind of where, the analytics or things come in because, the Rangers had that Pythagorean record.
Right. That's right. And 15, was it? Or 16?
This year, the Pythagorean win-loss was 90-72. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That seems. That's 9 games better.
Right.
Like with and you could say, God, the way this team pitched, gosh, I don't know what all goes into that, but it's like, wow,
9 games. So, and again, would that? I can't remember. Would that have won them the division?
Yeah, it would have. It definitely gets them in the playoffs.
For sure, gets them in the playoffs.
It's a crazy thing. Pythagorean winning percentage. We did this before. Is an estimate of a team's winning percentage given their runs scored, because the Rangers did have a positive run differential and runs allowed developed by Bill James. I can tell you when teams were a bit lucky, run lucky. It is calculated by runs scored times 1.83 divided by runs scored times 1.83 plus runs allowed plus 1.83. I guess. Anyway, but again, it didn't happen. So at some point, you blew a save, you gave up a home run, you did something that kept you from this. And, it was the offense. The offense was atrocious. Yes, it was plus run differential, but we know better, okay? We know a lot better. If they had had an average pitching staff, they would not have had a positive run differential. Right. So that could just kind of,
They kind of feed each other in a way, don't they? Yeah. I mean, because the run differential is obviously not just about how many runs you score, but it's about how many runs you give or don't give up. Mm-hmm. And the reality was, for so long, remember, 4 was the magic number for the Rangers. If they scored 4 runs, they were at some point, 21-0 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a big number.
And 4 isn't enough. Like 4 generally is not going to create you a tremendously large run differential in a positive direction, because most pitchers in this day and age and most teams score more than 4. So, 4 is going to be kind of a break even on that Pythagorean, I would think. But the Rangers pitchers were so good, they weren't giving up 4. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I remember early on in my time on the beat, Rangers were like, if we score 5 runs, or they thought they could score 5 runs every night. Right. Like, 5 runs. Nothing. No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
We'll get you 5. You keep them under 5.
Yeah.
Well, in 2008, they couldn't necessarily do it all the time, but then it progressively got better. But you're not going to score 5 every time. But if you score 5 runs, I think you should win the game.
I agree. I agree. And especially, obviously, with this pitching staff, right? With this pitching staff, you absolutely should be winning more games than you lose if you score 5 runs. So the challenge now, though, is to not be what your record says you are. And it's a big challenge for Skip Schumacher. I think he's I think he and the front office are approaching it in the right way, in that just you have to have the right people in place to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish to help change the fortunes of a team.
Yeah, and when it's not just the on the field stuff. There is the Skip said, I got to figure out the chemistry.
Yes,
which very heavily was an indication that the Rangers had a chemistry problem last year.
They did.
And so you want to go younger. So these young guys come in and play with energy, Cody Freeman, Alejandro Osuna, a lot of energy from those cats.
The little rascals, as they were called.
Yeah. And now, is that going to fix everything? No. But a younger roster, the Rangers, I believe, had the oldest roster in baseball last year.
Wow.
And so, or, oldest average age or whatever.
Yeah.
I think spam is calling me right now. So getting younger, maybe that means you'll be a healthier team because they want to get a handle on the injuries, as Skip also talked about. So getting younger, well, that means also cheaper.
Right.
Also has other ancillary benefits. And so that's something. Will it lead to more runs? I don't know. But changing the philosophy and getting guys who, it's fun to put together a rally, right? Right. 3 straight singles and then, I don't know, a walk or a productive out and then another single and you got yourself a couple 3 runs. And,
yep.
And then, maybe somebody goes and runs into a home run and you got your crooked number that the Rangers just were unable to do, especially the first 2 months of the season.
Right. And there was so little life, like when things weren't going, 100% right and 100% well, there's almost no life on the bench or in the dugout. And it's, we weren't paying close attention to Brandon Nimmo, but everything we've seen from him and heard from the New York people is he is that guy. He is a guy who just energizes, he just injects energy. And it seems like all the time, I mean, the Mets didn't make the playoffs this year either, kind of on the last day or the last week of the season, kind of like the Rangers. And he had the energy going year round because there was some of that with the Rangers, especially in 21 and 22 with Dolis. But, man, lately, 24 and 25, when he was down, he was down.
Right.
There was no energy.
Right, and that Bruce Bochy started harping on that in 2024. When Adolis is down, it's like, and you need that. And it was cool, when he starting, his first game against the Rays in 2021, he had all those hits. I mean, there was a lot of energy there.
Right.
He provided a start. Now that team was no good.
Right.
But, it carried over. And then in 23, he was hitting big home runs. And then in the postseason, the lift he was giving the Rangers, even in the game that they lost Game 5 against the Astros. And I know that after 4 at-bats of nothing but boos in Game 6 and he hits that grand slam, that gave the team a lift. The Corey Seager homer had given the team the lift, or the next night, right? And then Adolis, and it just, you could sense it, and teams do feed off of that, and you didn't see that at all.
No,
I can't think of any. The one moment I keep going back to is the game. I think it was August 23rd against the Guardians, and Rangers are down a run, and they bring in that Cade Smith guy who's pretty good, little reliever. He's big reliever. Wyatt Langford leads off with a double, and he's pumping his fist going around first, and he sees it's in the gap, so he stretches into a double, slides, motions to the dugout. Next pitch, Corey Seager single. Next pitch, Jock Peterson single.
Yes,
Game's over.
Right. That's right.
That was the emotion.
Yeah.
That just hadn't been there.
It hadn't been there, and then it disappeared again, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, Cody Freeman would do it.
Sure,
Cody Freeman would get a hit, and it'd be like he won the lottery.
Won the World Series, and we know that Marcus Semien and Corey Seager didn't get along great, right? We don't know the extent of that, but is that a chemistry addition by subtraction that, again, Marcus Semien is not gone because of that.
No.
But is there an ancillary benefit, right, from Marcus and Corey not sharing the clubhouse and that, I don't know, that veteran status? No longer are they sharing that. So maybe that will change things here too. I've been thinking about it. I believe I'm going to eat the driest one first.
Okay.
And maybe, just maybe, these others that have a tiny bit of moisture in them will help wash this thing down. I may decide to eat the plate instead of the dry Pop-Tart. We'll decide. Jeff's going to name the Capitals while I chow down next. It's the DLLS Rangers podcast.
Well, here we are once again, and we still have sales. We still have some merch, and I took advantage of the sale with this.
Yeah,
I got this yesterday. I just put it on, unwashed. It's very cozy, and it was only like what you got it too, right?
Yeah, I got
like
a couple.
$20.
I got one for my son and one for me. Yeah,
and it is now sweatshirt weather officially, so I can, start wearing it, and I'm fired up about it. You get all this stuff at store.allcitynetwork.com. Things are on sale for a few more hours, I think, and then everything's back to regular prices. And you don't want to pay regular price. I mean, our regular prices aren't that bad. But if you can save yourself some money and you want some shirts, or you know somebody who would want one, who you're buddies with, and he's commented on your Nolan Ryan, Robin Ventura shirt, well, get it for him.
Yep.
It's Christmas season, and it's time to get some gifts. So store.allcitynetwork.com.
Yeah, and don't tell my son I got him that for Christmas because, I don't want to spoil the surprise. He said he wanted some DLLS stuff for Christmas. That's the first of probably many that I'm going to buy for him. All right. And then, of course, we've told you at the beginning. We'll tell you again now. Give the gift of sports fandom, $26 to become a diehard. Again, these shirts, when they go back to regular price, they're going to be $34. And you can get one of those for free by spending $26 and getting all of the other benefits that being a diehard provides, including early access, as Jeff said, to some of the events. We're going to do more and more events. And, like that trip to the Stars game, that baby sold out by only our diehards. It didn't even get to the regular purchasing public because the diehards had early access and bought them all. So that's how that early access can benefit you. So scan that QR code or alldlls.com/join to become a diehard today. All right. The process begins now. Let me find my list over here on the computer of the state capitals. And,
all right.
Oh, God. I mean, there's really no filling in this thing at all.
Less talking, more eating, John.
Montana.
Oh, Helena.
North Dakota.
Bismarck.
Michigan.
Lansing.
God, it's awful.
Keep going. You only got 2 more to go, John.
Wisconsin.
Oh, Madison.
Washington.
Olympia.
Oregon.
Salem.
California.
Sacramento.
Easy. Nevada's not easy.
Carson City.
Arizona.
Phoenix.
Easy one.
Yeah.
Utah.
Salt Lake City.
Also easy.
Yeah.
Alaska.
Juneau.
Oh, I almost gave the city. Idaho.
Boise.
Kansas.
Topeka.
Wyoming.
Ooh, Cheyenne.
Brandon
Brandon Nimmo's hometown.
Really?
Yeah.
Unfrosted. I don't even speak with this. It's like eating saltine crackers.
All right, John, we got 12 minutes to go, buddy. You got a lot
time?
of work to do.
Texas.
Austin.
Kansas. Did I say Kansas?
You
No.
did, yeah.
Okay. Nebraska.
Lincoln.
This is a tough one. South Dakota.
Well, it is Pierre.
Yeah, not tough.
I think they say it Pierre there in South
Do they
Dakota.
really?
I think so. Yeah.
Minnesota.
St. Paul.
Iowa.
What'd you say?
Iowa.
Des Moines.
How many supposed to hear me? Let's go.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Do the next 2 that way. They have at least have frosting. Let's go east.
Okay.
Georgia.
Atlanta.
South Carolina.
Columbia.
North Carolina.
Raleigh.
Virginia.
Richmond.
Can't even read them all on this little map. Delaware.
Dover.
Maryland.
Annapolis.
Damn, I would not have gotten that one. Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg.
Oh, I thought it was Philadelphia. New Jersey.
Trenton.
Oh, they're terrible.
Oh, I'm going to close my computer screen. I don't want anybody to think I'm looking at the map here.
New York.
Albany.
I gave you Vermont earlier. You probably would.
I knew it. Montpelier. The only state capital that does not have a McDonald's.
Does not what?
Have a McDonald's.
You're kidding.
I'm not.
That fucked. I'm going to have to have Pop-Tarts. All right, I'm going to eat these two together. Maine.
Maine's the one that usually trips me up, but I believe it's Augusta.
It is Augusta.
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
Concord.
That would trip me up. Rhode Island.
Providence.
Mass.
Just do it, John. Do it. We got time limits here.
God.
You're going to hate it either way.
Nothing good. That one tastes like coffee. Did we say New Jersey?
Yeah, Trenton.
Trenton. Did we say?
We haven't said Connecticut yet.
Yeah, Connecticut.
Hartford.
Mm-hmm. Boston. Oh, Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts. I would have gotten that one.
Okay, yeah, that was an easy one. All right. Illinois.
Springfield.
Indiana.
Indianapolis. Yo, you're doing great, John.
Arkansas.
Little Rock.
They're probably going to understand me. Mississippi.
Jackson.
Oh yeah, he's stealing the drink.
That's a very dad move right there.
Mm-hmm. What's Louisiana's capital?
Baton Rouge.
Mississippi.
We just did it. Jackson.
Oh, I'm kind of high on my Pop-Tarts over here.
Nope.
Now we got extras. God, these are awful.
Okay, you're doing great.
Alabama.
Montgomery.
Oh, God. Or.
What'd you say? Florida? Tallahassee. That's
did we
easy.
do that yet?
No, that's easy.
Did we do Atlanta?
Oh, yeah.
We did. Yeah. Did we do Tennessee?
No, Nashville.
That's a tough one, too. Kentucky.
Well, I was just there. Frankfurt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Now, see, Ohio and South Carolina always trip up Molly, my daughter. It's Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we do Idaho?
Yeah, we did Idaho. Boise.
Yeah.
We haven't done Hawaii, which is Honolulu.
Thank you. Have we done California?
Yep. We haven't done New Mexico, which is Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
Colorado, which, of course, is Denver.
Yeah, and we done Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City.
An easy one.
Missouri. Missouri, Jefferson City. I'm pretty sure that's all of them right there.
If we forgot any, put them in the chat. I got that much left to go. This will...
Oh, you're going to nail this. Oh, man.
Tastes like coffee.
Coconut? I would have vomited.
I hate coconut, too.
Oh, man, you're really taking one for the team here, Juan.
Wow. Thank you very much for donating. I'll be vomiting after the show.
Okay. Hey, let's back clean up while John is unable to talk.
Finish these.
Here we go. Batting cleanup. Yeah, we're doing the Giving Tuesday stuff. You're doing a great job.
Well, this is it right here.
The Rangers are having a toy drive.
Mm-hmm.
You can give unwrapped presents at the Grand Slam gift shop, and they're going to have their toy drive event December 9th over there at the ballpark.
4 to 7.
At 4 to 7. Evan Carter is the honorary captain or guy. He and his wife, like this nice young sweet couple. So that's pretty cool. We did do Hawaii rarities. It's Honolulu, Nevada, Carson City, North Carolina, Raleigh, South Carolina, Columbia. I've got them all. And then it's always a great event, and a lot of players show up. A lot of alumni show up. And it's a chance for you guys to get some autographs if you're fans of the autographs, and also to give back. And so always a good event.
And you get, I don't know if you have to come to the event or if it's even when you go to the Grand Slam, you get a ticket.
That's right. You get a free ticket. Yeah. And you don't have to go to the event. You can just go to the gift shop and drop it off and take care of you. I will be at the winter meeting, so I'm lamenting that I will miss that.
I'll run by.
Yet again, because last year it was also,
during the winter meeting?
During the winter meetings. It was the day the winter meetings ended. I couldn't go because we had to do our show after the
We
after
did. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll run by. It's next Tuesday. I'll run by and say hi to Evan and whoever
see
else.
how his wrist is and all the other folks that are there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3 years ago today, do you know what happened?
Let me finish.
Jacob deGrom signed.
Yeah.
5 years, $185 million. Here's a good story. My son was trying out for a team, and I hadn't met the people yet. So I went to the facility and was talking to the guy that runs it and all this stuff. And he was like, well, what do you think about the Rangers signing deGrom? I was like, yeah, it's never going to happen. I was like, I talked to some people. They're like, that's way too much. Of course they like him. Never going to happen. Drive to a school event 10 minutes away. As I'm getting out of the car, Rich Rice or somebody sends the text message. The Rangers have signed Jacob deGrom. So I told my wife, hey, I got to go home. And then I texted the guy and I was like, hey, I guess I was wrong. So,
sorry about you. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that very, very well. December 2nd, 2022. And that was a big deal because the winter meetings were starting the next 2 days later. It was a Friday, so they were starting on Sunday. And on Monday, we were in San Diego. The MLB Network crew had Chris Young on early in the morning, and so we went up to the set and waited out Chris Young to talk to him about it. So anyway, and little did we know they were going to sign Nathan Eovaldi.
Amazing.
26 days later,
and it was so cool at that time in Rangers history because they had obviously just the offseason before signed 4 players on actually 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago yesterday?
Yeah,
when they signed Simeon and Seager and John Gray and Cole Calhoun.
Yeah.
And then the next year they signed the 2 big pitchers. And
right.
You're kind of like, man, this is the new Rangers. They're going to be all in every year. And then they're not.
Well, they won the World Series.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the reason.
And that's maybe what a lot of people are thinking Ray Davis is thinking. Like, well,
yep.
we won it.
Yep. That's the reason you go all in, and it worked. And now let's see if they can do it on a budget. It's harder, but it's not impossible.
Not impossible. Right? I mean, there are a lot of good teams that operate for less than the Rangers had to spend last year. They made the playoffs.
Yep.
But yeah, they need to still spend a little.
Sure.
This is a pretty funny note that you have here. The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah, I love this.
Had more wins in November than the New York Giants, Washington Commanders, Las Vegas Raiders, and Tennessee Titans. That's pretty funny.
The Queen's a big Giants fan, and we were all here. Jeff had to miss it because of other commitments, but we were all here at the Friendsgiving.
Yes.
Company Friendsgiving last night. Cat's watching the game, and that old boy, it was like the old boy hit the. Did you see the kick? Where his
that
foot
poor guy
got stuck.
It's like this. Did he get stuck or does he have the yips?
I thought he got stuck, but I saw he hit the ground with both feet. I saw the memes today of the Charlie Brown and Lucy thing.
Right,
like he's just that poor son of a gun. How do you not even get a foot on the ball? I mean, again, I guess we've all at various stages in our golf career done that, right? Where you swing so hard and you just hit too much of the big ball or all of the big ball and you don't hit that little one. But man, this is a professional. You don't see professional golfers missing. He didn't put his foot on the ball.
Sure seems kind of that's I don't know. That seems like a head thing too.
It might be. But anyway, so Kat's not happy to know or be reminded that we rub it in her face that the Dodgers have won more games in November than the Giants and the Commanders. And what does that say about the NFC East, by the way?
Oof.
Eagles are kind of leaking oil.
Yeah, I mean,
Cowboys may haul off and win this thing.
Well, I don't know. You never know.
I don't know.
It's crazy talk.
That's a different show, but they may do it.
Yeah, we've got a show for that.
Yeah, we do. That's called the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We're the DLLS Rangers podcast. We're awfully glad that you hung out with us today. For anybody who was thinking that I liked this, I didn't. It was awful. I wasn't just kidding a year ago when I said Pop-Tarts are the most overrated and kind of the worst food out there. These are awful Pop-Tarts. I have a terrible aftertaste from the coconut.
Oh my God,
they're so dry.
I hate coconut.
I wasn't allowed to drink anything. Oh, look at the queen, the benevolent queen, giving me my drink back because I did it. I completed the challenge, and we did it for you, and we did it for big brothers and big sisters. So
last chance. We need $97 more to get to the pizza.
Oh, is that where we're standing?
Yeah. So you got like 30 seconds to do it.
Come on. Let's get 97 more bucks, and we'll each eat a pizza within the first half hour or the last. I don't know. Within a half hour of the show. Might have to be the last.
I'm going to do mine if it's not smoking hot. Because I don't want to burn my mouth.
Yep.
I can do mine in one segment.
One segment. Whoa. Holy moly. So let's get 97 more. Leon, do it. You're saying sorry, no pizza, but let's see.
Well, Leon's done enough. Leon,
good point.
With the yesterday. Thank you very much. Now, if you want to, don't let me stop you. But I'm just saying.
No, and we appreciate all of you donating and hanging out, and it was fun. It was nasty. It was gross. I'm thankful that it wasn't 3 of the non-frosted ones. I don't know that I would have made it. So, thanks for hanging out with us. We're back again tomorrow with, I think tomorrow, or no, tomorrow. Tomorrow might be the run day, yeah?
Well, it'll be tomorrow, Friday, because I'm not running Thursday because it's going to be cold.
Okay, cool.
But tomorrow, if we can get the, whatchamacallit set up, the details, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, cool. We're working on it, and you'll be a part of it. We appreciate you hanging out with us. See you tomorrow on the DLLS Rangers podcast.
We all silly like the mayor.